Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Christy, your host. Today we're doing a fall makeup look. If you're new here, I basically post lifestyle content and faith-based content. Get ready with me, little makeup videos here and there. If you enjoyed today's video, I hope that you subscribe. I don't necessarily know what I'm going to talk about. All I know is that we're in September. It's my birthday month. I'm excited. So today I have on this knitted green sweater. I do have a couple pimple scars here because I was picking at my pimples. I know you shouldn't do that, but I did. I went ahead and did my skincare. This just randomly popped up in my head and I kind of want to talk about it while I'm doing my makeup. Everything I use will be linked in the description, but I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics CC cream, just a couple drops. So I kind of sort of want to talk about insecurities and how the enemy will use those insecurities, and perhaps it even was the enemy that put those insecurities in you from your childhood or whatever, maybe a toxic relationship, toxic home, or perhaps just from growing up being bullied and just not being like the rest of the world. And let me clarify and say that even if you fit the world's beauty standard, it doesn't mean that you won't have insecurities. I'm just blending this in a little bit. I had my own insecurities, and most of my insecurities were from looks. I didn't like my nose, I didn't like my teeth, I didn't like so many things because they didn't fit the world's beauty standard. Then Snapchat came along and there was filters. So filters were huge, right? They played into my insecurities. I didn't realize it when I first started using filters, how the enemy was using it against me and against our society and humanity. If you really want to get deep. Real quick, I just want to share with you guys my choice of beverage today. It's very watered down already. Sheesh. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add my concealer now. I didn't realize it until recently how much it affected my self-esteem in the long run. So just imagine you're constantly using filters that slim your nose, slim your face, enlarge your eyes, and just really change your features. And you get so used to always using these filters. And the moment that you're out in public, there were times where I would feel like I would be hesitant to meet people that I've never met, that have only seen me on social media. You know, all the glamorous selfies with the filters and stuff. And more so hit me when like one of my family members would be like, I would take a picture in that moment and I was with them, right? And they would just be like, wait, that's right now? And I would just feel like, whoa, perhaps like that's not really how I look like. So I've used filters for years and I almost got used to that and I thought, wow, that's really how I look. And it wasn't. And so when those things would happen and I would get those comments, it was like a realization. It hit me saying like, that's really not me. And I need to stop being someone that I'm not because it makes me insecure. Like there's something wrong with the way that I look. I just think of like how God created us. And there's things that, for example, me being overweight, God didn't create me to be overweight. That is because of my poor eating choices. But then there are things, the way your nose is, the way your eyes are. And I think, whoa, does God ever mess up with anything that he's ever created? No, like he creates everything for a purpose and it's suitable for that purpose. And literally look at nature, like everything is so beautiful. It's crazy and it's mind-boggling how it all works in unity and it just flows. And that's just how God created it. God creates things and they're good and they serve their purpose and it's so divinely created and catered to your divine purpose. Okay? I'm just saying, like, it's the enemy's tactic. Snapchat is from the enemy. These filters, not just Snapchat, right? But like these filters to like slim your nose and do all these things, they attack your self-esteem. That being said, I took a whole week off of taking pictures with filters. And I would just get in front of my phone and take a picture as I normally would. I would do my makeup and I would want to take a picture because I thought my makeup came out good, obviously. It's something normal for me. Like, I would take a selfie, post it or whatever. Every time I would get on there, I would be like, ugh. Like, my face is not smooth. What is this? Think about it. You're not walking around with this filter on, right? So it's like, it makes you insecure in the times that you're not, or maybe even like live in this fantasy that you look that way when you're walking around, and then it hits you when you don't have that filter on. Somebody takes a picture of you and you're like, whoa. And I'm not saying everybody's like that. I'm using some blush, but I think in the same way as like the enemy uses filters to target us and really target our self-esteem, because think about it, if you have low self-esteem, you'll settle for less, right? You'll settle for what the enemy will give you, but what God has is so much more. But I'm going to do some freckles with my freckle pen. So that week that I took off from taking pictures with filter, I realized that if I wouldn't post this picture, right, without a filter, why am I posting it with a filter? What's the true reason behind it? What is going on in my mind? What's my thought process? Is it feeding into my insecurities? The question's always why. Why am I doing this? How come I got to this point? What triggered it? I am setting my face with some pink packed powder with my little triangle puffs. Look at that. Let's do the forehead. These areas here. Oh my goodness. I'm going to use this light shimmery shade and just apply a tiny bit. Then I'm going to use the same shimmer on my nose. Do you see that? And then I'm going to use a smaller pencil brush, same shade in the inner corner. You guys, I am turning 28 this year. What was the point of this whole conversation? To encourage you to really question your mindset. Also, embrace the way that God made you. And here's the thing, I'm not trying to lecture anybody. Let me just talk to myself. I want to be more cautious about what tools is the enemy using to bring down my self-esteem. What's causing my social anxiety? Like, what triggers it? What is the enemy using against me? What is attacking me and my belief and causing this anxiety in the first place? So for me, my self-esteem on appearance, right? A big thing that the enemy was using to attack it was filters. All this to say, the enemy is not just not doing anything, right? He's constantly seeing what he can do to attack you, your purpose, your self-esteem, your mind, your heart. Literally, God says to guard our hearts above all else, our minds. Like, it's so important. God doesn't just say things in vain. I want to do a little bit of brown liner above my eye. This is a very thin, it's actually a brow product, but we're just gonna go with it. I ended up finishing the eyeliner off camera, and I added a little bit of mascara on both my top and bottom lashes. I'm going to be using some brow gel just to set them in place. I'm going to do some brown lip liner. I'm going to line the top, and it kind of comes in, not over here. Do you see what I did? Then at the bottom, same thing. How does that look? That's the final look. I'm just kidding. Now we're going to use the Peri Para Ink Velvet number 17 in the color Rosy Nude. And blending it in. I don't know if you can tell. You can still see the lines, but they're a little blended. To finish the look, I'm going to use a clear gloss by NYX. This is the final look, you guys. Así estás de trompuda, quiero dar un beso. What do you guys think? I hope you enjoyed this video. And with all that said, it is 11:45. I have to go. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed. And make sure to subscribe. It will make me really happy. I love you. Goodbye.
God, you call me by my name.